YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner, the DeLorean of Doom. Supreme victory. We are here. The DeLorean of Doom. I am Jody Joe. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. That guy over there is D-Man. This is a DeLorean of Doom episode. We're going back a few months, September
13th, I believe.
September 3rd. Was that on a Friday?
Maybe.
Could that have been on a Friday the 13th?
Ooh, maybe.
We're taking a trip in the DeLorean and we're going back a few months ago to see and revisit and discuss Haunt. A 2019 film brought to you by Momentum Pictures. So, D-Man, what's your take on this movie, Haunt? What's Haunt about, and why are we going here?
All right, so Haunt is basically a movie where it follows these young kids going into a maze, right? So they find this maze. They're like, okay, let's go see this maze / haunted house. They go into it, and they find out that they're stuck in a place where they are surrounded by killers, and they're trying to finish the maze to get out, right?
Yeah, I've seen this trailer before too.
Yeah, it's like a very, very atypical storyline for horror movies. But this movie was just very enjoyable, and that's why I wanted to revisit it. I saw it, and it was just really, really enjoyable, bro.
Yeah, when I seen this trailer, I ain't gonna lie, this shit looked kind of cool.
It was.
Yeah, it's like a house of death, right?
Yeah,
a fun house of death.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So,
from the writers of A Quiet Place.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
There you go. Things are starting to add up. Then makes sense why things are a certain way. Yeah, I definitely remember seeing this trailer. Yeah. So this
Eli Roth.
Oh,
okay. Hostel.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the Hostel guy.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings guy too, right?
Was he?
Is his name Eli Roth?
I don't think so.
What's the guy from Lord of the Rings? Eli something.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, Elijah Wood. My bad. Yeah, Eli Roth. Hostel, man, was dope. I loved Hostel Part 1 and Part 2. Tarantino was involved with Part 2, I believe.
Yeah, I think he produced it or something.
Yeah. Hostel's definitely fire. So yeah, man, this trailer looks dope. I remember seeing it. It looked riveting. So what's special about this film?
It's fun. Like, the thing about horror movies nowadays is sometimes they just take the fun out of it, bro.
Right,
like
you say it's fun, but I gotta pause and stop you there. What the freak do you mean fun when you're talking about a horror movie? How is a horror movie fun? How are you as a viewer going in to see a horror movie, people dying? How is that fun? I'm
now
curious.
You make me sound like a psychopath.
It sounds crazy.
I know, right?
But if you explain it, maybe I might understand.
All right, so basically, it's not one of those movies where it's dragging or where the plot's all muddied or anything. It's just a nonstop kind of just like, it's kind of nonstop, boom, 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 boom. Things are hitting you, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't slow down.
Bombardment.
Yeah, it doesn't slow down. It's like kind of like an adrenaline rush, you know?
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, like, so it's not one of those movies that kind of like drag out. There's like a plot that needs to happen. Something cool happens. Drag. Something cool happens. Drag. Something cool. It's not like that, bro. It's like the whole movie is just fun. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, you're watching it and most of like 95% of the time you're entertained. You know, and I think that 5% is just the intro where they're trying to find like a maze to go to. Okay. But the most of the film was very entertaining to watch. Like, you know, it kept me entertained, it kept me engaged, it kept me watching the film. And to me, that's something hard to do while I'm at home, because I'm at home. So to me, it makes it harder to engage in a movie at home because I'm in my own free setting. A movie theater, I could kind of like really just like, it's more intimate, I guess, oddly enough. But I was able to watch this movie all the way through and really pay attention to it, and I was stuck, like eyes glued to the screen. Like, it was good.
So what's the story about? Kids roll up on a haunted house for Halloween. They think it's a regular, real spooky haunted house, but it turns out it's real motherfuckers here to kill you.
Exactly, and they have to sign a waiver at the beginning.
Ha!
They have to sign a waiver at the beginning, and then all their stuff gets locked up in a box.
That's a funny joke.
Man.
So, are the deaths satisfying?
Oh, yes.
Is it more than? Are we talking about more than one person? Is it a whole team of people that are making this haunted house?
Yeah, I think it's
evil?
It's a team. It's a team of people that are trying to kill this group of teens, right? And each person has like their own little unique mask or whatever. Like, you see like the witch on there, right there somewhere. I think there's a guy with a clown mask.
Yeah,
there's
actually a couple clown mask, dude.
There's like and there's a guy that's like a Grim Reaper, and he has a scythe and everything.
Yep.
There's a dude that's dressed up like the devil, and he has a pitchfork. That guy right there. Yeah, it's just really.
What's going on here? Sheets over his body.
Oh yeah, that's the guy that's dressed up like a ghost. Yeah, he's in there. He's cool. I like him. He's in there. He's in there for plot purposes. I like him.
This dude.
Whoever that guy is in the ghost sheet, he's in there for plot
Yeah.
purposes. It's really cool. I liked it.
Pitchfork Man.
Yeah, Pitchfork Man is the devil. The dude in the devil costume.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie was just super entertaining, bro. Like watching it, it kept me engaged, and like the kills are very satisfying, bro. Like
Were there ways to get out?
oh yeah, definitely.
This is how we survive.
No, you can definitely
A
make it.
maze
You can make it out of a maze. Like you just have to get to the end. That's
without getting killed.
Yeah, without getting killed. But I mean, they make it almost impossible for that to happen. But
Cheaters.
yeah, but I mean,
Oh, you know what that makes me think about? Movie that makes me think about? It was a horror, I believe. I just seen it a few months ago. It came out around this same time where they were trapped in a horror house, escape room. It was an escape room where they had to learn how to escape.
Isn't it called Escape Room?
Is that? I know there's a film called Escape Room.
Okay.
But I don't know if this movie's called Escape Room. It's a team of people who solve mysteries to get out of escape rooms. And they went to this, it was around Halloween. Oh, there's a new thing. There's a new escape room, escape mansion we want to go to. So people go to it, they try to escape, but the sheet is real and you die.
Oh.
I forgot the name of it. Comment section, guys.
It
Y'all
might
know
be
what I'm
called
talking
Escape Room.
about? It was a black dude. The first part of the room was they thought they were being interviewed, but that was the actual first room. And then it was heat. They were putting heat on everybody, and they were starting to burn, so they had to go through this tunnel. That was the first one. So let me know down below what movie that was. Sorry, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, that's all good.
Yeah, I'm down for stuff like that though.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that.
This movie keeps you entertained, definitely. The kills are very satisfying. I like the kill at the end.
Is it gory?
Yeah, some aspects it's very gory. I mean, that one scene where you see the witch and they basically watch somebody. The people. All right, so at the beginning of the movie, like they're signing the waivers or whatever, and this group of teens just gets let into the maze, right?
Yeah.
So when they walk into the maze, the first thing that they encounter is this dude in a witch costume, and he has a hot piece of metal, and he stabs a girl. Now, off top, I mean, I don't know if they were paying attention or not. They should have been, but the person that's getting killed was the person that went into the maze before them. So that automatically should have triggered something in their head, like, hey. Wasn't she just in front of us? You know? But then they might just think like, oh, whatever, she's a part of the act.
Yeah. Easy to lose track of that.
Yeah,
especially when you're being haunted.
Until one of their friends ends up in the same predicament, and they like, wait, hold on, she ain't a part of the act, and then she gets done.
So would you call this film kind of clever?
Nah, it's not clever at all.
So what's good about it, man? You say it bombards you with action and death. You're invested all the way through. It doesn't seem like there's much of a story here or character development here.
It's really not.
It's really just
a
slasher.
Entertaining. Like, it's just one of those movies that's just like...
It's fun seeing people die.
A popcorn film,
watching
popping in on Halloween.
How they die.
Yeah, basically. Like, oh, are they going to get out of here? Like, you know, how many people are going to make it out alive?
Do you root for any specific character?
Yeah, you root for the girl.
The black girl?
Nah.
She probably dies first. Nah, I'm rooting for that bitch. She weak.
No. I think she almost dies first.
Oh, okay, for sure.
She's the first one to get hurt. I think she's like one of the first to get hurt though, because she reaches into like this little like this like one of the little things where it's like reach in and touch the brains and it's like the wet noodles and stuff like that. Yeah. So she reaches in and when she pulls out, like it cuts her wrist with like with razor blades.
Oh.
So yeah, so she bleeding out during the whole maze. Like they're trying to get her out.
Wow.
So that's why they're really at first. That's why they're trying to get out. And then they find out that their friend got captured, and then she gets killed in front of them, and they're like, "Oh snap, this is real." So that, you know, then that's when everything starts to develop.
Oh boy,
you see somebody's
okay. Put your hand in an object that you don't know in a haunted house. I guess
after you signed a waiver,
right?
Like man,
I don't know. People go far with this shit, bro.
You know what though? The people do. There are haunted mazes in Los Angeles where they make you sign waivers.
Yeah, I know.
Because the actors can touch you and all this other crazy stuff.
I know. Like, I know about them. Yes.
Yeah.
Waivers, bro.
I couldn't do it.
People go far to get scared.
Nah, I'm good. Like, I'm not trying to get tied up and put in a body bag and buried for 3 days before I'm like, all right, enough.
Yeah. I think I'm done. Bro, that's some of that people get high off of that, bro.
I mean, yeah, there are some fear junkies out there. Fear
junkies.
There are some fear junkies out there, but I'm not one of them. I just like seeing a good movie where I know it's fake.
So this is a good movie that you know is fake. Got characters that die satisfyingly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The killers do their thing. The premise is good.
Yeah, the killers look creepy when they take off their masks, bro.
Yeah.
Like
so there is a reveal.
Yeah, there is a reveal. There's a reveal of all the people behind the mask, and they're all.
Why are they doing this?
Just no reason.
Yeah.
There's no really reason. I mean, it's just like,
No, I get it.
atypical horror movie. There ain't no real reason why they just doing it. Like, So.
It's crazy.
And it's funny too, because I think there's one person in the movie that you really root for to die. His death is satisfying.
It's nothing like. There's a satisfying death is really rewarding.
Yeah.
It's really rewarding.
Yeah.
It's like an itch that gets scratched in the right spot.
It's like you want him to come because you want him to help out the main the main antagonist or whatever. Or,
Yeah.
And then you're just like, but you're a douche.
Is he the douche? I was just gonna ask you. Is he the douchebag?
So it's just like,
Like every. Not every horror movie has a douchebag, but sometimes those movies have that douchebag.
Yeah.
Tough guy who thinks he knows it all.
Exactly.
Dude that rats on people, jokes on people, the jock, the bully.
And it's funny because he's not even like a really he's not like a real essential part to the storyline. It's just that you learn about him through the main character. So you learn that he's a douche through the main character.
You know what movie had a really cool douchebag?
Who?
That he was a douchebag in the beginning. You wanted him to die, but then his character was so awesome, you wanted him to survive.
Which one?
Can you guess it?
Nah.
Okay. If I could give you a hint, but it'll give it away. I'll give you a quote from the movie.
All right.
Oh, this truck stinks. Well, you get used to anything if you're around it long enough.
Why does that sound like Texas Chainsaw Massacre? But I don't think it's that.
Kind of close, I would say.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying, like, that sounds like
a girl gets in the truck. And she's, it stinks. Well, you get used to anything if you're around it long enough.
What movie is that, man? It's gonna bug me. What is it?
Does it kind of like scratch your itch a little bit? Like you kind of. Well, in this film, there's a tough guy, douchebag prick.
Yeah.
And he's a douchebag. You want him to die. You want him to die early, but then he grows on you, and his tough guy prickness actually works well for him in the movie, and you're rooting for him. Like, yeah, you are a tough guy prick.
Are you? You gotta give it.
House of Wax.
Oh, you know what's funny? I was about to
He's
say that
dope,
too,
bro.
I was just about to say that. I was like, House of Wax.
The older brother. He's dope, bro. With
Have
the
you seen
buzz
the
cut.
original?
What happened to him? No, I haven't seen the original.
The original? Oh, it's old, bro. It's like black and white. I don't know,
I figured.
Yeah, it's like Vincent Price was in that movie.
Okay.
It's old. Yeah, that movie was cool. I watched it. Me and my girl barely got together. We watched it on the New Year's. It was cool.
I wonder how many people in the chat got that reference. I wonder if they got that shit. Yeah, man. Remember she got in the truck and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was the one to collect all the dead body carcasses of the animals and
Wasn't
shit. That was a really good Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton was man, her death was satisfying. Man, I
still remember, like, head on the blade.
Yep.
Woo, the pipe. It was a pipe.
Yep. Her death was satisfying.
House of Wax was a good movie.
No, House of Wax, that was a cool remake. I liked it.
That was a good movie, man.
That was a cool
yeah, I like the guy, the douchebag. It worked out in the end.
Yeah. Some of these horror movies do have really good douchebags.
Yeah.
But, it plays into the character because it's like, okay, you need this character because you need his attitude to kind of like push
forward the plot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Keep it
I'm
interesting.
kicking this door open. Let's go now.
Yeah, because if he dies, then it's like, who's gonna be the alpha?
Yeah,
who's gonna lead this team? Like,
exactly.
This band of misfits.
So this film had that person?
Nah, not even. He was the douchebag isn't an essential part to the story. He's like a far background character, like you kind of forget about him.
So none of them mean anything. It's just about how we see them die.
Yeah, it's just
it's about the deaths.
It's just a movie following these people going on this crazy experience, trying to get out of this maze alive, and the lengths that they go to try to survive.
It's no Jessica Biel in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
We're rooting for her, following her, want her to survive.
Yeah.
Got you.
It's just like one of you're just watching it, man. It's a good watch. It's a good popcorn flick. Like,
got you.
Popcorn flick for the month of October.
It scratches the itch.
It's good.
That's good then.
It's good for me.
That's good.
Better than 3 from Hell.
A film the way you set this one up, when you're talking about it.
Yeah.
This could be a franchise. They can set up shop in many different states.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because oh my god, the ending is so satisfying.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
The ending is so satisfying, bro. Because don't you like those movies where the person gets justice?
Yes.
Yes, bro. She gets justice at
Last House on the Left. I love it.
That microwave scene?
I love it when the person gets justice.
That microwave scene?
Microwave to the head, bitch. Pah! Motherfreaker.
I love that ending, too. Have you seen the original?
No.
It's good.
Better than that? Better than the remake?
I mean, it depends.
That was freaking rewarding, bro.
The remake is more updated, so I mean, it just depends on your preference. If you want like a more
was
of a
the
modern,
rape scene as real in the original? I doubt that.
dude, I don't even remember. But
That rape scene was
this is coming
freaking-
from the '80s, bro. Like you see some rape scenes in the '80s, you be like, what the heck? Like I rewatched I Spit on Your Grave. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I know you talked about it before.
All right, so I Spit on Your Grave. It has like this rape scene, right? And then they show the chick walking naked, and she's like bleeding too.
Yeah.
So they have blood like on her inner thighs and stuff. So they really took it like
Okay.
they took it to the extent of like really making
Took it
her
to the
look,
line.
yeah, making it seem like she's a maimed woman. Like, you know, they really wanted to give her that look, like, you know, she lost it. And it was the way that movie planned out was just, man. I Spit on Your Grave is another good movie. I plan to probably review one day, but yes. Well, but yeah, back to the point.
Yeah, the
Satisfying, bro. That satisfying ending, man. When she, spoiler.
Spoiler.
All right,
We've been
cool.
spoiling it the whole time.
All right, cool. So basically, this woman gets trapped in the maze. She gets out. She goes to the hospital, and all of a sudden, she just remembers that she left her wallet there. So she's like, the killer knows where I live. So all of a sudden, the killer, the little clown, comes out because he's a dude in a little clown makeup or whatever. He gets out the car. He's getting ready to walk into the house. He gets into the house. All of a sudden, she set up traps for him.
Oh, that's tight.
So how they set up traps for her to catch her in that
tight.
maze, she did the same to him. Like, he steps on a nail and all this other crazy
Oh,
stuff, bro.
that's tight.
And she blows his head off with a shotgun at the end.
Oh, that's
tight.
tight.
It was tight, bro.
Is this one?
Well,
Only one
all
came
the other
back
ones,
for her?
all the other ones died. All the
Okay.
other people were killed, and then he was like the last one. He was the head.
Got
He was
you.
the main dude, the one that ran the organization or whatever.
Got you.
So he's the one that
Oh,
was
that's
like, all right,
satisfying, yeah.
let me go like get rid of all these loose ends because I don't want her telling them or whatever. So I guess he was going to kill her mom or something.
Mhm.
But yeah, she met him up at the house.
Nice.
Yeah, but that movie was tight,
Ah,
bro.
that's satisfying, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's get down to the final chapter. What grade do you give Haunt?
I give it a solid B.
B. Nice. Solid
Man.
grade, bro. Solid grade. B's nothing to sniff at.
Man,
So, a B grade horror film. Do you want a sequel?
nah.
Or should they let it alone?
Leave it alone?
Because you're afraid that they'll ruin it.
Yeah, because I mean, it's a very. There hasn't been. I can't think of too many horror movies that have spawned just like really good sequels. Like Hellraiser 1 and 2 was tight.
Saw.
Yeah, I mean, Saw took it to like the even when Saw fell off, like I kind of lost interest.
They were
Their-
still good movies.
Their twists were still interesting.
still good.
Yeah, their twists were still interesting. You're like, dang,
There's
like
no bad Saw movie.
because you're trying to watch the movie, you're trying to figure it out before you get to the
Yeah,
ending,
yeah.
and then like that's the whole like
Yeah.
that's how Saw gets you.
Yeah.
Like, let me go see what they're trying to do. There's no way they made another good movie. You go watch it, you're like, that was a pretty good twist. I mean, everything was all right or whatever, but the twist, it was worth it, right?
Yeah.
So, but I'm talking about like, okay, like Hellraiser 1 and 2, that was cool. Wishmaster 1 was good. Wishmaster 2 was sucked. Halloween 1 and 2 was cool. Child's Play 1 was cool. Second one was all right. I mean, you know, like, it depends on who's handling the franchise, man. But
But
it's
you
like,
overall, you're like, nah, just let it go.
just let it go,
One
bro.
off, yeah, do
Because
something
I mean, it's not like I said, not too many franchises really handle.
It just shows how little faith you have in the horror genre. You know how it plays. and
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
how
yeah.
it
Because
goes.
I know that they milk it.
You know they milk.
And
yeah.
I know that unless this was like a huge box office success, that it wouldn't get the proper budget to kind of produce a quality sequel.
Right.
A lot of these movies, like, they aren't really big like box office like success,
Yeah.
so they probably either get the same budget or they get less. You know, like Rob Zombie, he got $10 million for Devil's Rejects, and then he got $10 million for House of a Thousand Corpses. And then he only got $2 million for Three from Hell. And it's like, you would think that they were like, okay, with this.
He only got $2 million. You talking
Yeah.
box office receipts?
No, I'm talking about. No, I'm sorry.
For
I'm talking
budget?
about. I'm talking budget.
Production budget.
Production
Okay.
budget.
All
So
right.
I'm thinking like, okay, well, as critically acclaimed, as loved as the Devil's Rejects were, I would have thought studios would throw money at them to try to get the sequel out, right? You know.
Yeah.
But it had to have a limited release. It had a 3-day release that was extended to a 4-day theater release, and then it was released on DVD, I believe, last week. So you know, you would think that some of these films would get studios to throw money at them, but they
You
don't.
would think.
But you know, I think the only films that are ever going to get those big budgets thrown behind it are going to be films like Friday the 13th,
Annabelle.
Halloween, the Conjuring universe,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
all of
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's they show that there's a lot of money to be made out of. Once you get that franchise stamp, I think then they gonna bank on you. But until you get that franchise stamp, I don't think Hollywood gonna mess with you like that. You know, especially because the whole thing now is shared universes. So, you know,
it's tough luck for films like Haunt.
Oh man,
Yeah, tough
this
luck.
film's probably gonna get buried, but I mean, it'll
live on. Is it cult classic status?
Yeah, to me, it has that cult. To me, it has a definitely the cult feel to it.
Okay.
Because I mean, you know, Hostel's kind of culty. Yeah, Hostel's very culty. Hostel has a cult following. Yeah,
I'm in that cult.
Man.
Both of them.
Have you ever seen Hills Have Eyes?
No, that's too far down demonic lane for me.
It's not demonic.
not?
They're mutants.
Are they monsters?
They're mutants. They're like they live on a land that's like that had like radioactive waste or something. They're mutants.
Oh, okay. Then I can check it out then. I heard there's a really nasty sex scene that I'm dying to see.
Yeah, do it. Go for it.
Pussy. Can't wait, bruh. Now that I know I can see it, can't wait to see that shit.
Yeah, they're mutants, bro.
Put down in the comment section what you guys think about Haunt. If you haven't seen it, and if the discussion that me and D-Man makes you want to go see it, check out Haunt. Like you said, D-Man, it's already on DVD.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, it's on Amazon, I believe.
Shoot, I need to put that affiliate link.
Right?
I need an affiliate link.
I think it's on Amazon, bro. If I'm not mistaken, bro, it's on Amazon. You can stream it on Amazon because I know I was trying to see it in theaters, but I missed it. And then Fandango had this thing where they were streaming it. Like, I didn't even know you could stream movies off of Fandango. You look at me.
AMC's coming with a streaming service too.
Fuck, what?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like real movies, like actual, like in theaters,
yes.
like from the comfort of my home.
No, not theaters. AMC's gonna have their own like older films.
Films,
films,
okay.
3 months out the theater films, like everyone else.
Okay,
it's not
that's
gonna be
tight.
like, hey, watch this new release on AMC's streaming service now.
So it's like when you go to them $2 movies that have them old movies that's been out like years ago. Got you. Not years ago, but you know, months ago.
Yeah.
So like see Gemini Man like in December.
Exactly.
Like that.
That shit.
Got you.
Exactly. So let us know down below what you guys think about Haunt. This is the DeLorean of Doom. Shout out to D-Man for being the creator of it, man. Hey, great discussion, man. Talking about horror and talking about this film.
Definitely. If you guys get a chance, check this movie out. It's very entertaining. You won't be disappointed.
For sure. Stay tuned for the next episode of the DeLorean of Doom when you see it. Put down recommendations of what you want us to watch in the comment section below.
Oh, definitely.
And until then, we'll see you next time. Shout out to D-Man. I'm Jody Joe. We out this thing, man.
Deuces.
Deuces.